What's good, y'all? We are back with another video. Chicago. It's always some shit on the 4th of July. Whenever they can pop fireworks and wear masks and shit, it's always some crazy shit going down in Chicago, man. Apparently, Mellow Buck's album release party then got just switched up. The whole crowd shot. 18 people shot and 4 people killed due to an NLMB gang affiliation. I've been seeing the videos come out where they're saying she was trolling 24 hours before, and it didn't end well for a lot of people, man. We gonna send prayers up to them, but we're gonna go ahead and get into this video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. We are almost at 500 subs. Stay tuned to the channel. Let's get into the vid.
Man, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of EOS. It's 1090 Jake, man. I'm rocking with y'all rocking with me. And for this video, we're gonna be speaking on Mellow Buck and her album release party turning into one of Chicago's deadliest recent mass shootings.
3 shooters pulled up in a black SUV and opened fire as people were leaving an album release party, as many of them were pouring out of this lounge.
Traumatized. I mean, I'm just shook.
Heard a lot of gunfire, and then and next thing you know is a whole bunch of police officers driving by fast, ambulance, fire and rescue.
Absolute chaos, from people screaming to blood on the streets to people laying on the streets.
July 2nd, 2025. A black car drove up, opening fire on a crowd of people gathered outside the Artist Restaurant and Lounge.
Was it one person? How many people was
it? This was the near North Side neighborhood of Chicago, just blocks away from the luxurious Gold Coast.
It gotta be. This had to have gotten caught on camera. Y'all in the middle of the Gold, bruh, has to be caught on camera because they caught the O Block 5 on camera. So I'm sure they gonna catch whoever did this.
This whole area was money, business, and luxury.
Yeah, they gonna get on your ass when it's in them areas. They gonna catch
it. It can be too small when it comes to violence, and Chicago has time and time again shown us nowhere is safe. CCTV video would show muzzle flashes coming from a black Honda, and in a matter of seconds,
wait,
video
which one was it? Oh shit!
Us nowhere is safe. CCTV video would show muzzle flash.
That gotta be switches, bro. Had to be, because that was too many. If 18 people got shot, that means they had to at least have let out probably 30. At least. Them had to be switches.
Nowhere is safe. CCTV video would show muzzle flashes coming from a black Honda, and in a matter of seconds,
that's crazy.
18 people
and it happened
were
that
shot
fast.
On the sidewalk. One of the worst mass shootings to hit Chicago in recent years. And this wasn't a random act of violence either. This was 100% targeted. A police investigation would learn 24-year-old Chicago rapper Mellow Buck was hosting her album release party at the lounge. Detectives are still unsure who the actual target was, as Mellow had already left the area when the shooting erupted. A witness observed the suspect vehicle circle in front of the club to see who was there. When they came back around, they opened fire. Handgun and rifle rounds were recovered, and spent shell casings would be found outside.
But why is we shooting up crowds though? Like, is this supposed to be gangster or something? Why are we shooting up crowds, hitting women, and it could have possibly been kids in there? You never know. And like he said, Mellow Buck left the party. She wasn't even there, gang. So, like, nah, this ain't it, bro.
And inside the club.
This is not it.
Meaning there was more than just the shooters in the vehicle. More than likely, someone was firing back. Law enforcement along with EMS tended to the wounded, rushing victims to the hospital. Of the 18 that had been shot, 4 of them were killed. 25-year-old Leon Henry was shot in the head. 23-year-old Devontae Williamson, 26-year-old Taylor Walker, and 27-year-old Aviance King were all shot in the chest.
Wow.
Chicago's Sun-Times would highlight the rapper Mellow Buck appears to claim an affiliation to NLMB,
that's crazy,
a faction of both Black P. Stones and Gangsta Disciples. A two-set alliance.
With one dose, you can watch those dead fleas fall.
Bro got hit in the head, and the other 3 got hit in the chest. That's, bro. And to think about how fast that shit happened. Imagine you just sitting, chilling, talking to your people 1 second, the next second you hit in the head and you die. That's insane.
79th and Essex. Muskegon boys, the GDs, are based around 78th and Muskegon. Both areas located within the South Shore neighborhood.
She brought Lotto to the
east
trenches.
Side of Chicago. NLMB has become nationally known through the rise of drill with rappers like G Herbo and Lil Bibby. But within the city known as Chirac, NLMB is known for allegedly being behind some of the most ruthless murders in Chicago. NLMB has been suspected of killing 2 brothers years apart. KTS Vaughn would drop a music video that's one of the darkest videos in Chicago drill history. A hoodie saying "fuck your dead homie" would list multiple members of NLMB who were killed with "get whacked" written at the bottom. And 2 months after the music video dropped, KTS Vaughn got whacked. 5 years later, KTS Dre, the older brother of Vaughn,
was leaving
had
prison.
just been fitted with an electronic monitor bracelet as he was being released from jail. Exiting the Cook County Jail, he was ambushed and shot 64 fucking times. Back in 2017, 21-year-old rapper Shooter Shells dropped a song called Death of 150. NLMB was known to go by 150 Dream Team, and the song was a direct diss. 3 months later, Shells
Shooter Shells? Ooh, I remember that.
In the morning when 3 shooters walked him down, stood over him, and left holes big enough in his head to see through.
Yeah.
They fired a total of 43 times. The images of Shooter Shells laying on the floor would hit the internet, and because of that picture,
bad. Yeah, that picture was so gross, gang. They did him so crazy.
His murder is still to this day considered one of the most brutal. So brutal the feds even investigated it, but were unable to arrest anyone. That same year, a 37-year-old member of NLMB was shot and killed. His name was Big Wet. And the very next day, his 19-year-old son, Lil Wet, would allegedly commit a quadruple murder to avenge his dad.
Damn.
5 days after the shooting, Lil Wet would be charged with all 4 murders, 2 of his victims being brothers who were visiting their mom at the restaurant she worked at.
Damn! That nigga said, I'm finna go slide right now. Damn. So he's, ooh.
4 years later, all charges against Lil Wet were dropped due to lack of evidence.
Wow.
NLMB
he got off?
Violent, bloody.
That nigga caught 3 bodies to avenge his dad and got off? That's a dangerous nigga right there.
Deadly reputation. So best believe they have a long list of ops who wouldn't hesitate to kill them. With Mellow Buck's party being publicized, it's more likely that she wasn't the actual target, but any NLMB members in attendance. Come to find out, NLMB Doo-Wop could be seen on video being carried from the scene as he was one of the shooting victims.
Damn.
Doo-Wop is a known associate of both G Herbo.
Well, shit, it was probably more than 18 shot then. Because, you know, niggas trying to get up out of there, they might have warrants, they might have guns on them, shit like that. So I'm sure a lot of them people at that party just got transported. They got took to the hospital themselves, they got took home, passed up, whatever the case is. So it probably was more than that. Probably more like 25, 30 people.
As well as Chief Keef, going back years. Mellow Bucks would take to Instagram heartbroken. Not only did she lose her boyfriend, she lost her 2 best friends, all in the same night.
She lost her 2 best friends and her boyfriend? Oh, wow. She must have had some karma that was due. Because that is insane. Damn. So she wasn't even there. Damn, bro. That's crazy. And you, just because you her boyfriend and you there supporting you, that's crazy, bro.
Her album release was supposed to be a pure celebration of her success, but instead has turned to a tragedy that will forever haunt her. Her best friends were taking videos of her all night, posting them to Instagram, and Mellow can be seen with an armed security guard following her every step. The crowd inside the lounge seems to be primarily women, and the vibes were harmless.
Yeah.
They felt safe, everyone cheering as Mellow rapped. But the whole time, men inside of a car lurked around the area, waiting to kill whoever came out. 600 Breezy would take to Instagram paying respects to AV, showing support to Mellow, and calling out the shooters saying, y'all shot all them
girls. Niggas bitches for real. Get out the car and get up on your target. Innocent women and kids ain't got no points. Fucking flats. But you niggas ain't have no structure or big homies, so y'all born goofies with no guidance. And gon' die the same goofy you been your whole life.
Girls. Bitches for real.
Yeah, that shit is not street to me neither.
Innocent women and kids ain't no points. The total number of women shot isn't known at this time, but what is known is 2 were killed, while 4 more were transported to hospitals in critical condition, ranging in ages from 21 to 31, and suffering gunshots to the back, leg, body, and even face. Sadly, Chicago wouldn't be Chicago without the dissing, and YFG Fatso wasted no time.
That ass, you think this shit a game? Cool.
Most shit happen too though. If you know, you know. After that though, you know what I'm saying?
See what I'm saying? Hey, tell that redhead bitch who always following behind no limit. You trolling bitch, that ain't in your hood. But go check on them though, you goofy ass little boy.
I heard a bitch got a free ass shot. Bitch got a free ass.
Wait, what? Send shots at Chucky after oh my god.
Oh, you goofy ass little boy.
I heard a bitch got a free ass shot. Bitch got a free ass shot. Yeah. Doctor for them.
Keep in mind this kid's like 17, but his words have definitely caught.
Nah, he not 17, bro.
This will be a case that takes priority for detectives in Chicago, as mass shootings with multiple killings
about 20,
are cases where
19,
everyone
20.
wants an example to be made. Recklessly firing into a crowd that's majority women isn't honored in any hood, but in all reality, is there anything honorable left in the streets? Chicago's seen it all for generation after generation. And even with the fire department literally spraying the blood off the concrete, it's guaranteed the bloodshed doesn't end here. This is rough, and unfortunately, this is Chicago.
That's crazy.
This is the reality of gangbanging. This is the reality of having an affiliation, whether you're a full-blown gang member, whether you're just an associate. Even knowing certain people can cause anything you do to become targeted. I don't believe Mellow Bucks was the target of this shooting, but I think they used her event as a means to attempt to catch somebody else. And if you saw the video from the scene...
But who though? They just shooting in the crowd.
It's just crazy that people will pull up and fire off into a crowd of majority women with no regard for anybody. But then again, it's like, how can you expect them to have regard for anyone when they're pulling up to kill? You know, it's like, it's just a sad situation all the way around the board. She lost her boyfriend and her 2 best friends in the same night. A night that was meant to celebrate her success. And you know, people are gonna come.
And when some shit like this happens, bro, you see they're gonna go one of 2 ways, bro. Either she gonna take this as a sign to change her life, or she gonna turn up. And shit, we know what happens to them people that turn up. Eventually they get turned down. So I don't know, but this is definitely a real traumatic experience. I can't even imagine being in this type of situation, bro. Your boyfriend and your 2 best friends, and you wasn't even there. That's insane.
Conspiracy theories and she sold it, all that stupid shit. It's just tough, and I guarantee you she's gonna have survivor's guilt.
For sure.
And that's why they say things like it's lonely at the top. There's always things that happen that make you look at life differently, make you question if you really want this, if you want to keep pushing. And this is just something that she's gonna have to push through. You know, that would be the best way for her to honor her boyfriend and her 2 best friends, is to keep pushing through, keep finding success, and leave that city in the past. But my condolences to the victim's family and to Mellow. Drop y'all's thoughts in the comment section. It's 10.
Yeah, man, that's sad as fuck, man. Definitely my prayers go out to Mellow Bucks and all those people that got shot and lost their lives, man. That is a very unfortunate situation. Man, that's crazy, man.